Hello everybody and welcome to the last video of the year. So like I said in the intro, it is the end of the year, sadly the end of 23, but it is going to be 2024, which is going to be hard to remember. So I thought I'd do a book tag. I actually saw this on Instagram. I can't remember who I saw post this, but I thought I would do a YouTube version, I guess. So I have some questions here on my phone. I did take some from a website and I will leave the link in the description box. And then some of these are mine. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So the first question on here is, are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? So I recently finished The Love Hypothesis, which has been on my bookshelf for like ever. And after that, I started the second book to Divine Rivals, which is Ruthless Vows. And there's no way I'm going to finish it because I'm currently reading it on my Kindle. And since the first book that I got was from Book of the Month, I want the Ruthless Vows from the Book of the Month version. So I'm waiting for the new year to be able to do that. So unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it this year. But I am still reading it and I'm slowly trying to enjoy it because it is the last book. The second question is, do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? I do have a few kind of autumn books that I never got to this year that I would like to bring into the next year. And one of the first books I can think of is You Again, which as you can see has very autumnal vibes on here. I never got to start this book. I've heard that this has Gilmore Girls type vibes in this, but that's really all I know. The next one, which I also had planned to read this year but didn't, was Heart of Obsidian. I know this is like, I don't know, the 4th or 5th book in a series, but I've heard so many good things about this book. I've heard that this is a like I will destroy the world for you kind of vibes, and I'm kind of into that. So yeah, that was another one. And the next one is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which I had been wanting to get my hands on forever, and I finally did, and I never started it this year, so that sucks. I will probably read this earlier than in the autumn time because I really want to read this soon. But yeah, those are all the books that I will bring with me to the next year. The next question is there a new release you're still waiting for? The only one I could say was Ruthless Vows, but it already came out Tuesday and I just haven't gotten my hands on it yet. I already discussed this, but I'm waiting for it to be in my hands. The fourth question is, have you already started making reading plans for next year? And yes, I have. I have some books that I wanted to read this year and it didn't happen. As you know, the autumnal ones. I have so many books on my shelf that have been there for like 2 years already and I need to start reading them. I also really want to read the Caravel series to be able to read, and I know you don't have to, but I still want to read Once Upon a Broken Heart, and I feel like I have to read them both to be able to do that. I also, because I have FOMO now, which I didn't used to before, I was totally okay not having FOMO, but recently I met some girls at the Silent Book Club who have all read the Throne of Glass series, and I need to freaking read it. So that's another one that's on my list, and I have some more, but it's really just all over the place. I just need to read more physical books is my goal for next year. So the fifth question is, how many books did you end up reading this year? And I ended up reading 61 books so far. And kind of correlating with the next question, number 6, is did you reach your Goodreads goal? And I did, because this year my Goodreads goals was 60 and I surpassed it by like 1 book, which I'm super proud of myself with. Even if I didn't make it to 60, I would have still been happy, but I'm extremely happy that I was able to complete my goal this year. The 7th question is, what will your reading goal be for the new year? So I am starting classes again, sadly, and plus on top of my full-time job, it's gonna suck. And I don't think I'm gonna have as much time for reading as I did this year. So I am gonna scale it back and I'm gonna make it for 50 books in 2024. We'll see how that goes because I cannot guarantee anything, especially with this new year, and I'm gonna be stressed as hell, so we'll see how that goes. And the last question, which is question number 8, what was your favorite book of the year? But before I get into the actual book, I want to kind of give some shout outs to the ones that almost made it to the favorites. The first one being the cheat sheet. I did end up giving it 4 stars this year. I absolutely loved the cheat sheet this year. It was so good to the start of this year. Just to get back into reading. It was ebook, but I mean, nonetheless, it was still such a good time. I absolutely loved the friends to lovers and fake dating in this. It was amazing. The second book I ended up giving 4 stars to was Rock, Paper, Scissors, which was very much an anticipated read. I had heard so many stuff, or I had heard so many great things about Rock, Paper, Scissors, and after my first thriller, which was The Silent Patient the year before, I just didn't know if I was really into thrillers or not, and honestly, Rock, Paper, Scissors really fixed that, and now I kind of want to find something that I would enjoy just as much as I did that book. The third book was The Kiss Curse, which was what I read during Halloween-a-thon, I think it was called. I ended up loving this book more than I did the X-Hex. I gave it 4 stars as well. The romance was so good. The tension was so good. I enjoyed everything. They had magic in this one. It was actually cozy vibes in this one. Such a great time with this book. I honestly recommend it. And second to last was Mistletoe Motive, which I also gave 4 stars, which I read for Bookmas Vlog, and it was such a good time with this one. It was amazing to have started that out for the vlog, because like I said, I absolutely enjoyed it. It is a very short read, but I highly recommend reading it, especially for Christmas or December. It was so good, steamy, short, but still really good. And then the last one, which has been on my radar for a while, and the author had it for some reason free on Kindle, and so I bought it for free, and it is called Let Your Hearts Be Light. Absolutely love that book. It was so cute. It was definitely Grump and Sunshine, but with a little twist to it. Super cute, cozy. The only complaint I ever had about this book was that the kids, or the teenagers who were seniors, did not feel like they were seniors. They felt like they were in middle school, but I still absolutely loved it. And then, drum roll please, because this was my absolute favorite book. I cannot stop thinking about it. It's still in my head, especially because the second book came out and I'm currently reading it. So that obviously means that it was Divine Rivals. I absolutely love this book. I still have to reread the beginning of it because I want to tab and highlight. I'm so upset that Divine Rivals came out with special editions and I didn't buy them. Like, what is up with me? Also, why has nobody made special edition dust covers for these books? Because now that I have a hardcover, I want dust covers for these. So can please someone get onto that, because I want to buy some immediately. Thank you. Anyways, that pretty much wraps up this what did I say this was? End of the year book tag. If you would like to join, the links are down below, as well as the questions from this video. Yeah, I hope to see you guys in the new year. I do have a video planned for my bookshelves in the beginning of the year, so look forward to seeing that. I also wanted to give you a heads up that since I'm starting school again, I may not be posting as much as I was, even though I had a ton of plans, especially for reading, but it's gonna have to be paused for now. I think school ends May, and also I still have to get accepted into this program. Again, I know we've been down this path before, but this is a different program, so we'll see. I will keep you guys updated. If you don't already, follow me on Instagram to see all my behind the scenes and any updates that I have. But yeah, happy New Year's everybody, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.